My name is Dawn and I am qualified as an esthetician. I had my own clinic for a number of years. I have been giving treatment to all, different types of skin treatment, body treatments, and used products that are on the market, readily on the market, before I decided to go into the manufacture of my own. My youngest daughter developed a skin condition, commonly known as eczema, when she started going to school. I took her along to the Red Cross Children's Hospital because it started getting rather severe, and they diagnosed it as a psychomatic problem, not an allergy to any food or anything. And the doctor that was looking after her wanted to put her onto cortisone creams and onto tablets, which in my opinion were nothing short of barbiturates, and I was not prepared to put a 6-year-old on that. So gave me a prescription, I took it home, phoned my father at the factory, and having read a lot about the Dead Sea and the treatment that people had in the Dead Sea for this sort of condition like psoriasis and eczema, I decided I would ask him to put the seaweed through with a carrier cream for me to apply to her skin. This was done with great success, and I carried on, and his skin condition cleared up. I went to a follow-up appointment with the doctor, and he was amazed at what had happened and actually asked for some of the product to use as trials in his clinic at the hospital. The seaweed is actually concentrated seawater, and the amount of minerals, amino acids and trace elements in seaweed is astronomical. There is nothing as close to human plasma or human serum as seawater in its composition. It's almost identical. And when one uses seaweed, the body's skin mechanism recognizes it as part of its own system, and it gets absorbed very, very quickly, and the healing takes place. When I saw the results that my daughter had, I decided to look into the use of seaweed in a body and face range. And I started experimenting, and at that stage there was only one spa in Cape Town. That was the spa out in Stellenbosch, and Dr. Mitten was the medical director there. And I walked along with 1 or 2 products, took it to her and asked her if she would please give me the stage to try these out, and she was very receptive to this, and she did. And the report backs I've got from her have always been positive. Her clients loved the product. She had very positive results, and from that I started developing more and more products into the range, including a face product. Cell burst is a process where the plant matter goes through various machinery. It's put under incredibly high pressure, which bursts every single cell in the plant. It retains its qualities, it releases all the nutrients within the cell wall, and seaweed has a very, very tough cell wall. The nutrients in seaweed otherwise can only be got at through freeze drying or heat, going under heat treatment, and that degrades all the nutrients. My father won the Audi Quattro Award for his cell burst process in 1992 in the category All Living Things. We were taking part in a show in Johannesburg at the Professional Health and Beauty Show, and Chem City sent a representative along to visit the various stands. They visited ours, showed a lot of interest in our product. I explained to them what we were all about. A couple of weeks after the show, we received a phone call from them, and they asked me if we would like their involvement. And of course, Chem City being who they are, I said most definitely, and they came down and we organised a strategy meeting. I've had support from them ever since. They've been instrumental in me developing the product to get to the stage where we now have EU compliance, which they were instrumental in getting as well. We have a continuous relationship with them and support. The journey is ongoing. There are markets demands, and one has got to keep up with the changes and what those markets do demand. Sasol have been very instrumental in helping us here, getting acceptable preservatives for the product. We are very happy to be using a natural preservative because seaweed is an organic matter, and organic matter is very, very difficult to keep preserved. Our USP is that it is a world patented process Nobody else can claim using a plant extract in their cosmetic, using a process such as this, where none of the nutrients in the plant get destroyed. They're all exposed for absorption by the skin. And most of the processes used today are heat or freeze drying or chemical and all of these processes degrade the natural nutrients to some degree or other. The cell burst process, there is no degradation at all. I believe that the BR01 and Ecklon fall under the cosmetic and the pharmaceutical industry, and today known as cosmeceuticals. I would love to see applications that have been put onto the skin today being natural and organic. There are just so many reports today of allergies that people have to various products. Using a natural product, you won't have these allergies. Look, unless you get people who are allergic to peanuts and people who are allergic, those are. But in cosmetics and in the cosmeceutical industry, I would like to see a leaning towards natural products, more green products, and I think this is taking place already in a big way. This is the kelp that's. This is what it looks like after it's come out from the process. This is the 100% the kelp plant. It's almost like a gel. I'm just going to show you the consistency. And this is what we use as the main ingredient in the full product range for the face and the body. It's very, very easily absorbed into the system. I'll just put a little bit on my skin and it gets rubbed in and the system will absorb it very, very quickly. And the skin will actually go a little bit red because the blood will rush to the surface wanting to absorb it as part of its own. So it's very quickly absorbed. The other products are kelp powder. It's a talc which we use in our capsule. That is normally sealed. I've just got this one. I'm going to open one up to show you how fine that powder is. It's very, very fine. You'll watch, I'll just put a little bit onto my skin, over there. And that'll get absorbed by the skin. That is how fine it is.